Blackhawk, Colorado. Elevation 9,500 feet.
You know, I've always lived in the city and I've moved around so much, but I drive up every weekend to go to the mountains and hike and camp.
Sarah, container home buyer.
I thought to myself, why am I not living in the mountains if that's what I like to do? And not to mention, housing prices in Denver are ridiculous. But with this project, I was able to get a almost 1 acre piece of land, plenty of land in the woods. I'm up at 9,500 feet elevation in Gilpin County. It's called the Colorado Sierra. I look out at 14,000 peak mountains every day, and it's just gonna be me and my 2 dogs. You know, I just imagine my future not being tied down to the city.
Container master Jim Russell and builder Robert Wagner head to Colorado for an on-site meeting with Sarah.
So today, I'm really excited. We're having all of my contractors come up. We got 5 different people. We got the driller, we got the septic engineer, the installer, the foundation guys, and you guys, my builders.
We got to meet Sarah at a home show this past year in Denver, and I remember her. She's got one of those personalities that's refreshing to be around.
When I went there and I saw that an empty nester, just fell in love. I didn't even consider it a container before this, and someone actually mentioned it to me, and I was like, I don't want to live in a container, you know, but then I didn't really know what it was like, you know, I didn't know how it could transform into such a beautiful home.
Once people walk through one of our container homes, their entire perspective changes. They no longer see it as a container. They see it as a beautiful home.
After organizing an on-site meeting of the minds, Jim and Robert prepare for the long journey home. Archie, Missouri. Elevation 833 feet.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? For the last 2 months, Robert and I put a lot of time and effort trying to come up with a good way to help you achieve different levels of success within the Container Master Company. So it's a color-coded system, but it's also a system that ranks achievement. Now, going up the ladder is a great thing, but it works both ways. You can also go down the ladder. So let's start. Our first level of achievement, they're gonna be the neon peon. So as you're heading up the ladder, you're pert near good. When you get here, you are somewhere between worthless and fantastic.
That is a broad range.
You're moving up when you get here. You're just below greatness. In the event you do go down the ladder, you done been demoted.
So is this a transition shirt?
It's a transition shirt. This will be your shirt for that day. There is the ultimate rank to achieve.
Container Master.
I thought when they brought out the different color of the shirts, thought that was probably a pretty good idea. And mine fits me real well. Pretty near good. It's all right.
So we get this opportunity to build Sarah's unit. It's customized to her likes and her needs. We've had a lot of fun building it, and it is going to be an awesome unit.
So I'm building a tiny house, and it's gonna be a 40-foot container house. I'm going to have a master bedroom with a queen-size bed. The master bedroom will have a closet. In my living room, I will have a wood-burning stove. I also have a washer-dryer combo. I also have a kitchen with full-size appliances. There will be stairs with under-stair storage going up to the loft, as well as a bathroom with full-size tub, sink, and toilet. I'm going to have a loft that will fit a queen-size bed, which have built-in storage all throughout, glass French doors, looking out at the mountains.
After returning from Colorado, builder Robert Wagner assesses the progress on Sarah's build. The crew is busy in the shop putting the finishing touches on Sarah's home. Shop supervisor Jay Cecil.
And this is for the unit we're working on now, which is for Sarah. So all this is for her walls. All hers will be this tongue and groove siding, walls and ceiling. That's a real popular look right now.
What we're doing here today is putting the car siding on Sarah's unit, basically all the wall coverings.
All I'm doing is taking the measurements he gave me and just getting them cut. I'll get them set in there so they're easy for him to get a hold of.
And in our units, we don't use any sheetrock due to cracking during transportation. So we use some type of a wood surface, and then we can stain it, paint it, whatever color the homeowner wants. I built my first house when I was 18, going on 19, and I've just loved construction. Nobody in my family was ever in the construction, so I just self-taught myself everything. I love it. I love coming to work every day.
It's kind of a vast array of ages and skill sets and just what each person has to offer around here. So it's really kind of a neat fit for everybody. So.
Diversity is what I like. One day you do one thing, next day something else. It's a lot of fun. Keep the old man young doing this.
Back at the shop.
So Sarah's coming in from Colorado. We're going to show her. She's going to see for the first time what we've done with her home. I think she's going to be excited. I know I'm excited.
I am so excited to see my home. Like, I've been talking about it for so long. He's probably sick of hearing me talk about it.
Yeah, it's been nonstop. She's been mentioning it.
Sarah's unit we just got done with. It's really nice 40-foot unit. It had 2 accent walls in, which I did. It turned out really nice. I really liked the way it looked with the white walls and stuff, and I think it would be a very good home for her.
Welcome to your first look at your home.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Wow. It's beautiful.
2 months after the contractors' meeting in Colorado, Sarah gets the first glimpse inside her new home.
Oh my gosh, I still have a closet. It's awesome. Oh my gosh, I love it. The tile is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So that storage goes all the way back. I didn't realize that actually.
Yeah,
that's
there's
really
a lot
cool.
of storage there.
Yeah, I can fit like all my backpacking and camping and all that gear back there.
I mean, you can even stick your boyfriend under there when he's misbehaving, see? Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying to think if I could somehow keep one side open and then like maybe the dogs can sleep underneath there.
We love Sarah, and she brought her 2 beautiful adopted dogs with her to Container Masters.
This is Uni. She's 15 years old, and this is Cheyenne, and she's almost 14.
This is how cool Sarah is. She's adopting these dogs when they're 13 plus years old. I mean, literally, these dogs are toward the back end of their life. They weren't wanted, and she's going in and adopting these dogs. We love it when people bring dogs to Container Masters.
This could be the new Container Masters mascot right here.
Do you think that would work, is to just keep one of them open and just a door on the other side?
Yeah, because the steps will take up like this much space.
Yep.
So we could
we left that
leave
one
this
open.
one open and then put doors right here.
Yeah, I
you
like
want
that.
to.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so big. And the windows, they do open, right?
Oh, yeah. So is that what you were hoping for up here?
Oh my gosh, I love the loft. Yeah, it's
great?
perfect. I love the big windows and the storage in the back there.
I definitely could see myself living in a place as wonderful as this. I mean, yeah, it feels very, very open.
It feels amazing to see it all come together. It's more beautiful than I could have even imagined it would be.
So Sarah, come to visit for the first time and actually get to lay eyes on her unit, and that is always the rewarding part of our job, is getting to see the customer's reaction to their home for the first time. And she loved it. I mean, she even brought her dogs. They loved it, and they even got a special spot. She even changed a few things around under her bed to where we could build in a cubby for her dog beds. So it was an exceptional visit. That makes us at Container Masters happy.